Well, I came this morning with a energetic, energizing spirit, presence, power, and purpose. My granddaughter is 3.5 years old. With a mind of her own. But a couple months ago, I noticed when she arrives at our house, she'll throw off her coat and she'll come towards me and she'll do this thing to me. Ta-da! Granddaddy, I'm here. But it's in that ta-da. It's a spirit that says, I've shown up. And I'm glad about today. And I'm not timid. I'm not tentative. I'm full of life. Ta-da! I'm here, and it's time to rise, Granddaddy, because it's time to play. Just think about it. We had that spirit, that energy, that radiance, that light, that every time we entered a room, it was a ta-da moment. I'm here, and I'm ready to rise higher. So can you just indulge me and just say, ta-da! I'm here, and I'm ready to rise. And if you're watching online right now, just type it in the chat box. Ta-da! I'm here, and it's time for me to rise. That's a mood setter. A lot of times we turn to different Bible passages, poems, affirmations. But it's in that ta-da moment that you realize there's something special about me, Lux. There's something unique about me, and I want it to radiate all over so all can share the goodness that is me. I was thinking about Psalms 23 because someone asked me, do we ever recite Psalm 23 anymore? I say, in my personal life, I do. I don't wait for instructions on when to say it, but I say it. But I say it a little differently. And so I want us to say it and understand that it's really a declaration. It's not something that's passive. And so I want to say it. Can I say it? But after I say a line, can you be, are you? Can you just repeat it? That part, I'll say it. You repeat it and then say your line. Can you do it? But we got to do this with high energy. This is the ta-da moment. So we probably, Brett, need to stand. Because when we're on our feet, everything is working together. So can we really get into this? Because you're familiar with it, but I don't think you understand how powerful this is. And so, the Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. This sounds like a third-grade choir. So what I'll make it easy for you. I'll do the first line, and you just be are you with energy. Is that a deal? I'm ready. I'm fired up about this. Ta-da! The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. He makes me lie down in green pastures. He leads me beside still waters. He restores my soul. He leads me in right paths for his name's sake. Spirit directs my thoughts and actions in harmony with divine law and my true nature. Even though I walk through the darkest valley, I fear no evil, for you are with me. In every trial, I am never alone. The presence goes before me, guiding and protecting me. Your rod and your staff, they comfort me. You prepare a table before me in the presence of my enemies. You anoint my head with oil, my cup overflows. Surely, goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life. And I shall dwell in the house of the Lord my whole life long. Very good. Now, while we're still saying it, let's do an affirmation, won't we? Repeat after me. I am aligned with my higher. Yes. I release what's behind me. I embrace what's before me. The Christ within me is greater than anything in the world. I will what Spirit wills. I rise when Spirit calls. Nothing can hold me down because I am Spirit-led, Spirit-filled, and Spirit-powered. And so it is. Look at somebody and say, you better watch out. You may be seated. Reverend Wilma opened us up today talking about the power of will. This will. But when we think about will, most often we think it's about willpower. Push our way through the diet. Push our way to work. Push ourselves to the things we don't like. It's just this push, we think, demonstrates our will. But we're talking about something bigger than a push this morning. It's a placement. Can we say placement? It's not about forcing. It's about aligning. It's not stubborn control. It's Spirit-led choice. And that's where I want to be. For you to realize that you have a choice in the matter at hand. Whatever is the matter, you have a choice in your hand. What's that in your hand? Your choice. And it's always in your hands to make a choice. And so when we talk about this thing called will, we're talking about a greater power than a pull. We're talking about a higher level of consciousness that's more powerful than the world. You know how the world seems to be driving you, pulling you towards this opinion, this ideology, this type of behavior? The world tells you what to buy, how to feel, what to eat. All these things we think is in the world's hands. But it's the will, your will connecting with the Christ will, that makes it all about. I think it's something important in Matthew 16:24. The book of Matthew is about Matthew. What's the book of Matthew about? Who is it about? Just doing a check-in, boss. But it says, then Jesus told his disciples, if any want to become my followers, let them deny themselves and take up their cross and follow me. So you look at that, it looks kind of innocent. But at the same time, it's a major challenge. Because what does it say about them? Deny. Who likes to deny themselves of what you want when you want what you want, the way you want it? Nobody does. And so it's saying, he told the disciples, if you want to follow me, and I'm experiencing the good life, then you have to deny yourself and walk this way. And there's Matthew. We're familiar with Matthew, right? One of the disciples. But what we forget about Matthew is that he was in a situation that was very unique. He was a tax collector. And in those times, a tax collector is like an attorney or a doctor. Oh, I have two in the center. But it's prestigious. And the main thing about it is you got paid as a tax collector. And so you're in the high income bracket. And so there's Matthew, a tax collector. And Jesus comes along and says, follow me. Now, what do you do in that scenario? Where all the things that you dream about on this earth of having, the money, the prestige, the power. And here's Jesus comes along and says, follow me. And there's Matthew, sitting at the table, collecting money. There's a long line of people coming towards his table. And there's Jesus, says, come with me. What does he do? He pushes the table back, pushes the chair back, gets up, and goes. He didn't negotiate. He didn't say, let me get my affairs in order. He didn't say, well, this is going to be a difficult challenge for me. He just got up and he left, Brett. He followed. So what did he do there? Denied. What did he deny in that situation? He denied an allegiance to the old self. He denied the old identity. He said, I'm going to take up my cross and follow Jesus. Now, what's the cross here? What's the cross that he picked up? The cross is the personal self that we've grown to know ourselves as. The identity that we identify with. So much so that it puts constraints, limitations on us. Anybody familiar with that? You know yourself so well that you see yourself doing the same things over and over and over every day. And you get into this pattern. And it's the same old, but a different day. Who wants to break away from the normal, the ordinary, the routine, the mundane, the stifling, the stagnant life that we live? All of us do. There's a natural yearning, a spiritual yearning for us to break away from that routine. The heart says, I want more. The mind says, I want more. The body says, I want more. The spirit says, I want more than what I see before me now. And I want to claim the good news. Most of us don't struggle with our calling. And I'm going to say something that's going to be profound. Most of us don't struggle with our calling we struggle leaving our comfort. Would anybody agree with me? If anybody would agree with me, say ta-da. We trade our divine purpose for the predictable. I'd rather have the devil I know than the one I don't. You've heard that before, right? I'd rather be with the devil I know than go to the devil I don't know. But we don't know if it's the devil, right? It could be divinity calling you forward into something new. But we have to step forward to understand that freedom. It's to break away, to believe that I've got something greater to experience. Who in here believes they have something greater to experience just yet in their life? Raise your hand if you believe that. If you don't believe that, please schedule a consultation with me immediately, because that is the foundational base of what we believe, that there are greater things ahead of us. Love, joy, peace, prosperity, relationships, opportunities. That's the foundational base. We do not believe in pray and wait. Take a number and wait till you're called. We believe in that old miracle called steps forward. Put one foot in front of the other, and soon you'll be walking out the door. I think that's a Christmas show too. But think about it. That's what we believe. The higher yes for Matthew was saying, I'm leaving this place of familiarity, comfort. I'm gone. The higher yes will always ask you to release something comfortable so you can receive something greater. Can we just recite that like we know this to be true? The higher yes will always ask you to release something comfortable so you can receive something greater. And that's what this is all about this morning. Can I leave the comfortable? It's like if you spend hours a day watching TV in your lazy boy chair, it feels so comfortable. But at the same time, you crave more. And there you are, peering into the life of actors and actresses, living out their dream of being on the big screen. Well, I want to be on the big screen. I want somebody to say, there he is. There she is. When I come into the room, I want somebody to know that I'm getting ready to say, ta-da. Steve is here, ta-da. Lee is here, ta-da. What a great energy. And so in 1 John 4:4, Reverend Wilman, it says, greater is the Christ within me than anything in the world. You like it? Do you like it? Let me hear it. You say, I like it. I like it like that. Greater is the Christ within me than anything in the world. Now, you like it, but you got to live it. You like it, but you got to live it. And that means a turnabout. Turnabout is fair play, right? So a turnabout from just liking it, you can like something all day. We can go out on social media, Facebook, anywhere, and just like something, right? That don't mean we live it. There's a difference, Michael, between like it and living it. And so that's where we have to move. So it says, greater is the Christ within me than anything in the world. And Eric Butterworth, in his book, Discover the Power Within You, he says something that really aligns with this. The Christ in you is your hope of glory. When you center yourself in this truth, you are not overcome by the world. You overcome the world. Is that a turnabout? Because see, we think the world is just pulling our string. We're just puppet. There's a puppet master up there. And everything that we do has to be orchestrated by somebody else. It's the world. But we're saying it's a turnaround. We are supposed to overcome the world. And so I'm getting ready to do something that's going to offend some people. Some people in New Thought, in Unity. It's going to offend and challenge some of you. But don't take it personal. I just want the very best for you. Can you just say that? Reverend Glenn just wants the best for us. Have you ever heard this saying? We are spiritual beings having a human experience. Raise your hand if you've heard that before. We're spiritual beings having a human experience. But I've come to kind of like reject that this morning and correct that this morning. And I know it's been around a long time, Reverend Wilma. So I know I'm going to get the emails. I know I'm going to get the texts. But I'm ready for them. Because when I see they're going to question this, I'm going to use my power to hit delete. It's my privilege and my power will to hit delete. Gary, I'm just going to hit delete. Here it is. We are spiritual beings having a human experience. But see, what I believe in that statement that's wrong is that it gives the human side, the world side, too much power, too much pull in our life. Anybody know what pull is? Say, he got a lot of pull. Yeah, a lot of influence, a lot of power. But I'm saying in that statement, we are spiritual beings having a human experience. It seems like it's too much of the world that's just pulling us in, sucking us in. You ever felt like that? I'm being sucked in by politics, which are really politics. But I'm being sucked in to everything that's wrong. But I'm saying, I want to right-size your mind this morning. Because when we let the world, the human experience take over, there's too much power in the pain, too much spotlight on the struggle, too much weight given to the worry. Anybody know what I'm talking about? And so we have this situation where if I had my druthers, I just want to use that word. Heard somebody use it a couple of days in the meeting. I said, I'm going to use that word, druthers. But if I had my way, I'd change that from we are spiritual beings having a human experience into I am a spiritual being, spiritualizing every human experience. Can we say this together? I'm a spiritual being, spiritualizing every human experience. That means, yeah, I have to go through some things, but as I go through them, I'll grow through them, and then I'll glow through them. And so there's a process there. I go through, I grow through, and there it is, glow through. He said, come on, baby. So we're hitting home with somebody. We're almost hitting the home run. Now, I'm not here to be overpowered by the world, to be depressed by the world. I'm here to exert will over the world. And that means that the word, the will, the way of the Christ that lives within me is my guidance. There's this ancient custom. And in the ancient times, there was called this threshing floor. Can we say threshing floor? And this threshing floor was simply used to separate the good stuff from the junk. You follow me? Not yet. Not yet. So in biblical days, they laid the wheat on this threshing floor. They stomped on it. They beat it. And they tossed it in the air. And what was unnecessary, not the good wheat, was blown away. Now, does anybody ever feel like life has been beating you? Life has been tossing you around? And you come to this moment where I need to be putting everything on the threshing floor. I need to take my control back. And I need to step on, step over, blow away anything that no longer serves my highest good. In that space is where we want to be, the threshing floor, separating the good from the bad. See, I believe that all of us are card-carrying members of the Junk Society of America. The Junk Society of America. And we carry around a lot of junk inside of us, a lot of baggage that's not serving our highest good. Who in here still has some baggage that you're carrying from the past? Some junk that you need to let out of your trunk? Look at Wilma, Reverend Wilma. Boy, y'all mind for it. Y'all mind something. But I'm getting the separation from those things that no longer serve me. My will alignment with the Christ will alignment allows me to do that. To just say, I'm going. Just like Matthew said, I'm out of here. There's got to be something greater. I'm not a victim of the world. I'm a victor of applying spiritual principles. And so it's within this that Eric Butterworth had another monumental moment in that book. The true self is the Christ in you. When you let go of the false self, fear, limitation, conformity. What are those three things? Fear, limitation, conformity. You rise into your divine potential. That's what it's all about, the hope of glory, the hope of joy, love, peace, prosperity, success. There is this Christ Spirit pledge. Say it with me. The Christ Spirit is still whispering. Follow me in thought, in truth, in trust. I will rise in my higher yes, just like Matthew. Repeat after me. I will what Spirit wills. I choose what Spirit chooses. I rise when Spirit calls, and I refuse to retreat. Maybe we'll all rise. I hear that we have a boat to catch. But I'm feeling this morning. And hopefully you're feeling like me. I heard we got 60-some people going on the boat. But if you're feeling what I'm feeling this morning, we may get on the boat, but we may end up walking on water. Let's do an affirmation that really sets the stage for greater is the Christ within me than anything in the world. I align my will with the will of Spirit. I release the pull of the world. I rise in the power of the Christ within me. No fear can stop me. No past can bind me. I will rise. I will shine. I will say yes to my higher yes. And so it is. Renaissance Community, I love you, and there's nothing you can do about it. Thanks for having this me this morning, and God bless each and every one of you.